Blessed and happy Easter to all of you, my dear friends, my dear brothers and sisters. In the stillness of that first Easter morning, in the account of the Gospel of John, chapter 20, verses 1 to 18, which is our Gospel for today, we encounter a deeply human scene. Mary Magdalene, standing before an empty tomb, her heart heavy with grief and confusion, she came looking for a body, for something familiar, something she could hold on to in her sorrow. Instead, she was met with absence, silence, and tears. How often do we find ourselves in that same place, searching for God in the darkness of our pain, not realizing that the very emptiness we fear is already a sign that something new has begun? Easter teaches us that God does not always meet us in the way we expect, but He always meets us in love. What makes this moment so powerful is not just the empty tomb, but the personal encounter that follows. Jesus calls Mary by name, and in that instant, everything changes. Her grief turns into recognition, her despair into mission. And this is the heart of Easter Sunday, that the risen Christ is not distant or far away, but deeply personal. He knows our names. He knows your names, our wounds, our silent struggles, our brokenness. And He comes to us not when we are strong, but when we are weeping. Resurrection is not an event to be remembered. It is an encounter to be experienced. It is Christ speaking into our darkness, calling us back to life. As Mary is sent to proclaim the good news, all of us, including myself, we are entrusted with the same mission. Easter Sunday is not meant to stay within the walls of the church. It is meant to be lived in the world. Like Mary, we are called to move from mourning to witnessing, from fear to faith, from silence to proclamation. The empty tomb is not the end. Rather, it is the beginning of a new life, a renewed hope, and a deeper relationship with the risen Lord. And so today, let us listen for His voice calling our name, and with hearts set on fire, go forth and proclaim He is risen, and because He lives, we are never the same. Let me end my reflection with 3 S. These S are the reasons why women were the first witnesses of the resurrection. First, because they're seeking a heart that looks for Jesus. The women went to the tomb early in the morning, not out of obligation, but out of love. They were seeking Jesus even in death, longing to be near Him. It is this sincere seeking that led them to discover something greater, the empty tomb and the beginning of new life. Are we also seeking God in our despair? The second S, they stayed, and I called it faithfulness in the midst of darkness. While others walked away, especially the apostles, the women remained. They stayed at the cross and they returned to the tomb. Their faithfulness in moments of sorrow and in moments of confusion shows us a love that does not give up. Because they stayed, they became the first to witness the light of the resurrection. Do we also stay with Jesus in the midst of the experience of darkness? Then the final, as they were sent, they were chosen to proclaim. After encountering the risen Lord, they were sent to share the good news. From being seekers and stayers, they became messengers of hope. God entrusted them with a mission that would change the world, proclaiming that Christ is alive. Metastasize the good news. Jesus is risen. Those who are seeking, staying, and sent are the ones who truly encounter and share the joy of the risen Christ. Don't just seek, don't just stay, but we are sent. Spread the good news. Tell others that God will see us in Galilee. And that's the good news. We will see each others again. Without the resurrection, all the goodness, the kindness that we do are futile. But today, the resurrection is telling us we need to celebrate because our God is alive. He is risen. The tomb is empty. And they cannot kill love because love is powerful. Happy Easter, my dear friends. If you love and like this reflection, kindly share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Make the Word of God viral so that many will be blessed.